fledglings. How are we doing on this fine, lovely Wednesday? Hello. Welcome in. It is time for an encore of Radiant Reenactment. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting. But how are we all doing? How is our Wednesday? How is life? Y'all surviving? Y'all thriving? I sure hope so. Welcome in. My. Wish you could pull for Twilight Riddle, but OB Edia. Yeah. That is kind of the problem, isn't it? That is a thing that does in fact happen. Yeah, the Overblock cards, same. I didn't go for Edia because I kind of want to go for Vil, but I also know if I go for Vil and I don't get him, I'm going to be screwed for Azul. Oh, my. Oh, that's exciting. Congrats to your roommate for becoming a citizen. That's so fun. Oh my. Yeah. Riddle is your favorite Disney princess? Fair. I don't know if he's my favorite, but he is pretty chill. All things considered, he's pretty darn chill, ain't he? My. You're saving for Vil? Fair enough. Rapunzel is good luck. He granted you 94% on your geometry. Nice. Hanging on a thread, but still standing. Fair enough. Yeah, dealing with a lot of emotions is hard. As someone who also routinely deals with lots of emotions, yeah, I feel ya. Ah, you still have to reach hard with OV Vil. Yeah, 220 pulls. I see. Oh, but you got some back, so congrats on that. Congrats. If Jamil comes in April, I don't think he would. If anybody shows up in April, it'll be Vil because they have to go in order. Okay, they don't have to, but the whatchamacallit, unless they do two. If they do two, but it'd be the end of April for Jamil, so you still have some time. You would still, I would assume, have a little bit of time. But yeah, Vil's birthday's coming. Perhaps Overblock Vil is also coming for Vil's birthday. Maybe we'll also get a Tapis Rouge rerun. Why don't we just put all of the Vil events back to back at the beginning of April? I think that is a fantastic idea. That should never be implemented because we will never recover. Oh my goodness, my gracious. Rapunzel needs to calm his temper. Yeah, true. Oh my goodness, my gracious. I think we would have riots in the street if all of the Vil cards suddenly showed up at the same time. Just like every single one that has ever existed, we're just gonna rerun them for Vil's birthday. Screw everyone else, and also screw all the Vil fans, because you're gonna have to collect all of them all at once. But hopefully that will not happen. We do, however, have not only Rapunzel here currently, but we also have, oh no, it's not gonna let me do the thing, hold on. Hey, y'all don't, oops, that's not business. This is business. Y'all mind for a moment. I gotta, it won't let me click on the screen, so I have to restart the app. So just give me a second here. Hold on. We have surprise Azul jump here. Surprise. Oh, it's still not letting me do it. Okay, hold on. Hold thine horses, my friends and fellows. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, hey, look, it's Azul! Anyway, but what I was trying to do before, and it wouldn't let me, is get to Mr. Sleepy Boy Sabek, because I saved my 10 pull. So we could do my 10 pull before we get into Radiant Reenactment. I know, stalling. I know how terrible of me to stall. But I think we should do just a little bit. I don't have the last mission because it requires me to log in again, which I can't do. But we can at least do the 10 pull. At the very least. Two factors could either be good or bad. Who knows? Right, so probably not great. Also, hello, welcome in. Let's see if we get any Sebeks. I'd be so surprised. Beck. Come on, Becky, 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 Becky. Come on, come on. Come on, Becky, Becky, Becky. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh, wait! Hey guys, I didn't react because I was reading chat and someone said they couldn't hear the audio level, so I looked over to OBS and I didn't realize that it was an SSR coffin until the very last second. Hello, buddy. How are you doing? Wow, I love that his favorite things are lightning, lifting weights, and Malleus. Yeah, I guess Trey, it really is a good luck charm sometimes. Sometimes. Okay, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear the game too, right? The game's not too low. Level is like where I normally put the game. But all I had to do was just not pay attention to Sebek and he made himself known. He was like... He was like, you guys talking about how not loud it is? I'll show you loud. My. I'm glitchy. How am I glitching? How? What is happening? Some of y'all are saying it's fine. Some of y'all keep saying it's not. What do you mean the overview's back? I didn't have that turned on. What are you... Well, okay, hold on. Back up the phone. I wonder if I can change it now. Customization. Leader. Oh, no, go away. I don't know if it'll save in the middle of stream. It said it saved. Is the AI gone? Are we free? I don't know if that did anything. Yes, this is the free polls. This is the free polls. I'm not spending money on Sebek. I got stuff to save. It was just your internet. The why I was like, is it lagging for everybody? It's gone? Oh, well, so I can do it. I can change things. All right, what if I change the participation mode to just subscribers? There's no emote only mode, which is sad. But I don't know what's going on, honestly, with connections and stuff. Because as far as OBS is saying, I have dropped 0 frames. And I'm uploading at like 8,000 kilobytes per second. So in theory, it should be fine. I'm just gonna make Sebek hang out. It was extremely laggy before. I wonder if the overview is doing something weird. Because literally the only thing that I changed is the AI overview. I'm not muted. I'm still talking. I'm still... Now you can't hear me. What is happening? What is happening? Some of you can... Oh no. Some of you can hear me and some of you can't. I've not touched anything. The only thing I did is I turned off the AI overview in stream customization, so y'all can hear me. It might be audio sampling. It might be their connection. I don't know. Trey showed up and then it dropped? That's weird. Could have been just Trey's vibes. Every 10 seconds during the polls. Oh, it could be because of the polls then. Maybe it's because the animation? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, Sebek is here. What do you mean reload? You guys would have to reload on your end. I can't reload here. If I reload the stream, it's not gonna stream in the same place. I'd have to make a new stream for that to work. I can't just like turn it on and off again on my end. Unfortunately, I don't have like a refresh button. There's so little I have control over in the technological department. According to my OBS, I'm still at 8,000 kilobytes per second. I've dropped 0 frames. It's 60 FPS out of 60 FPS. AI overview should be disabled. So like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, it might be on y'all's end. I don't know. I'm Ethernetted in. I really don't know what I could do from my end. OBS is showing my voice being in here. Like, YouTube hasn't told me that my chat is disconnected or anything. So, like, I have no idea, y'all. I have no idea. I do know that if I want you guys to lag, I can put up Rook. For whatever reason, my intermission screen with Rook just, like, lags the streams hardcore. Azul does not do that, so I honestly don't know why Rook does. But, okay, so refreshing the live stream seems to work for some people. Yeah, Rook, do y'all want to see Rook? Do y'all want me to crash your streams real quick? I can flash Rook for a second, but it will cause y'all to lag, because it even causes me to lag. Like, OBS will warn me. It's like, oh my god, you're dropping frames. Stop this. It's just a GIF. It's a GIF of Rook. I don't know why it does that. So anyway. I'm not gonna peep Rook. We're gonna continue with Sebek. We got a new card from Sebek. Let's let Sebek speak.
若様から誕生日を祝福していただくことができるなんて僕はなんという幸せ者なんだ
Good. He really showed up because Lilia said Malleus. You said Malleus and Sebek was like, yes, thank you. That's for me. Oh, what a little guy. He's so on brand. Watch Trey show up being like, see, I'm a good boy. I brought him home for you. But it was Riddle. It was Riddle instead. Oh, we got a Floyd. Hi, Floyd. Yeah, I think it was a combination of you like saying Malleus and then me also going like Becky. I heard that that's worked for some people. Some people in the Discord were set. Is this gonna be Beck? So if you want Sebek to show up, you need to say Waka-sama and then go Becky. Becky. And then he just shows up. Apparently, this is the second time. It wasn't an SSR the second time, but hey, you know, hi, Rook. Becky. Aw, I was really hoping it happened a third time. Trey, no, Trey. You're not Sebek. You're not Sebek. Where's Sebek? You're also not Sebek, Rook. The Science Club is coming out in full force tonight, apparently. My goodness, my gracious. Alright, I think this is the last one, no? Oh, an Octavanel! Another Azul! Hello, Azul. Hello. How's it going? My, oh my. Well, that was a surprise. I was not expecting Sebek to be there, and also 5 SR cards. That's wild. That's wild. Wow, what a great omen. What a good start. What a fun time. My goodness, my gracious me, oh my. All right, well, anyway, now that we have a birthday boy Sebek on our team, it is time for us to actually start the Radiant Reenactment event. Yay! Oh, we're all technically gathered here for. So that was super fun. We had some technical difficulties. We got us a back, and now we're gonna get stuck in the library. What could be better? What could be better, guys? Oh, my. That takes care of most of my required reading for class. With that out of the way, maybe I'll check out some judicial texts while I'm here. I'm done with the books on this shelf, so these two should be next. I just need to check them out and... You're looking for a book for him, Oh, goodness. You're looking for a book for history and magic assignment, right? Why are you checking in the health and fitness section? This is the second time I'm playing through this event. We played it on stream before, when it was initially released. So this is our encore. This is our second time. I think Riddle just likes reading judicial texts. I think it's just a pastime of his. I think because I don't remember if he wants to be a judge or not, canonically, but he's definitely interested in law. Oh, congrats on paying off your student loans. That's also super exciting. Congratulations. Oh, sorry, just got sidetracked. Let's see, where would books about magical history be? You'll find most of them in the history and humanities section, though it depends on what you're looking for. Hi, Riddle. Thanks, Riddle. Housewarden Riddle! Hello! Don't speak so loudly, Deuce. You need to keep your voice down in the library. Yeah, Deuce. Come on, Deuce. What you doing, Deuce? I don't think he wanted to be a doctor. I think his mom wants him to be a doctor. I don't think Riddle wants to be. I think I put him as like a professor, right? When I was doing my future job fair thingy-mabobber video. I can't remember, guys. That was like a year ago. But his parents are medical mages, so I think that he doesn't want to be one. But I think that his parents would probably want him to be one. But he is much more interested in law. So that would be like his independent path, I'm sure. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir, Deuce says just as loudly as before. In one ear and out the other. You're both looking for books to check out, I take it. If two of you came together, I suppose that means the track and field club's morning practice must be over. It is, but we didn't come together. I mentioned I was going to the library before class, and he invited himself along. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It just worked out that way. We both just happened to have business at the library, that's all. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Why not? Wrap up your bickering and pick out your books, you two. Class is about to start. Oh, you're right. Gotta find mine quick. Let's see. Where's the history section again? Ah, over here. And there he goes. I've got my pick in mind already, and here it is. Better get this checked out quick. I was about to do the same, but I don't see anyone at the counter. Man, really? I thought they were supposed to have someone stationed there while the library is open to handle this sort of thing. You can't just put out a be back soon sign and call it good. Who does that? A lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people do that, Jack. There's a store in one of the malls near me where I swear every single time I go, the sign on the door just says, out to lunch. And that's it. Be back in 30 minutes. And I will wait 30 minutes and they still won't be back. It'll take them like an hour to come back. And I know that they left before they put the sign up because by the time I got there, there was no one in the store. And the sign was up, but the door was locked. It's so annoying. And it's not like I really need anything from that store, but it's just fun to like go in and look at. But the amount of times that that has happened to me, I just don't go there anymore. It's just very annoying. But don't even check out books from the person at the library. It's all self-checkout. Yeah, same here too. They have really fancy little machines. You can go to a person if you want to. They usually have like one person by the reference desk that can help you out if something happens. I had to do that one time because I was trying to check out a video game. And it was like, you can't do that. You don't have permission. And then I was like, can I please check this out? And they were like, oh, yeah, sure. And they scanned my card and they were like, oh, you're an adult, right? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, can I just see your ID real quick? And I was like, yeah. And then they were like, okay, your card was set to child for some reason, but we fixed it. So have a nice day. And I was like, oh, okay. Sure. But now I don't have any problems checking things out, which is very funny. But sometimes you do need to go talk to a person. But man, what a fun time! What a fun time! How tall am I? How tall am I, or how tall is Riddle? I don't think I've ever talked about how tall I am. But man, what do you need help with? What do you need help with? Because I'm the Bat boss. Yeah, I'm the Bat boss, and I'm Whittle. That's why. I think when I set my library ID up properly. I think they just needed to like confirm it or something. I hadn't used it in a while, so maybe that was why. I don't know, man. I am not sure either. I am not sure. When is part 2 of what coming out? What are you referencing? What are you referencing? Oh, part 2 of the event? Part 2 of this event? Part 2 of this event is coming out on the 21st. So not Friday. Saturday. Yeah. Only 3 apples tall. Yeah, didn't we talk about this before? I think we talked about my little bat height. But yeah. The store's required to check IDs for 17 plus. Yeah. It was not that. I think it was like a farming sim game. It really should not have been locked behind whatever the age requirement was. It was really funny to me though, because like the librarian was also like, why did this flag you? And I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was a fun interaction. It only took like 2 minutes. It was fine. But my, oh my. Yeah, part 1 you can get through really fast. Like, this event in particular is really short. I don't know why it is the way that it is, but... Oh, true, it was expensive. Perhaps, that might have been why. Oh, it was just a wild interaction all around. Because I was like, the books that I normally check out are like sci-fi or fantasy, so they're not like kid books. So I don't know how I got into that age group, but I did. I got flagged for parental supervision, even though I am not a child, nor do I have a child. Oh man. No. So there's age requirements for certain materials. Like if you go to the library, you're automatically supposed to get like the adult card unless you're a child and you're going with your parent. If you are a child with their parent, they give you like a separate card to denote that you are a child, so you can't like check out, you know, a Court of Thorn and Roses as like a 10-year-old. It's supposed to limit that sort of stuff. But it's not like you can't check out cookbooks, right? But there are certain things where it will like ping the library to be like, hey, you need an adult to sign off on this. The same as if you like went into a store and was trying to buy something that you shouldn't have access to as a young kiddo. Like they're gonna ask or like ask for the parent. Like your parent would have to buy it for you. They're not requiring every single person to show their IDs or do that sort of stuff. Depending on your library, I think when you go to initially sign up for a card, you need to prove that you live in like the county that you're in if you're in the US, so that they know that you are like accessing the appropriate resources. But I don't think that you need to like prove it all the time. Why not cookbooks? You can. Cookbooks are fine. Cookbooks are great. Yeah, I think you have to show like proof of residence, I think, to sign up for a card. But I don't think it has to be an ID. I think you could have like a bill or something that just proves that you live in the area to be able to access like that particular library branch or like that network of libraries, something like that. Just so that they, you know that you're not. Because why would you get a library card for like a place you're on vacation? You know, it would be kind of weird if I just like went all the way across the US to like California or something and was like, can I have a library card? I'm not going to use it ever, but I just want to have it to collect it, you know? I think they do that for that sort of purposes, but they don't like collect the information. They just make sure. Oh, you don't need it all the time? Callie, you were able to check out a book when you were visiting over the summer? Really? Oh, that's super fun. But man, oh man, yeah. God forbid you try to collect all of the library cards over the entire continental U.S. My. Yeah. Anyway. I guess the librarians are off on break. My. Who indeed? Just because this library has scant visitors before class doesn't mean it's acceptable to break the rules. This is a problem. If I don't complete the checkout procedures, I can't take these books out of the library. Very well. I'll have to come back on lunch break to... Yeah, I think the ghosts get breaks. I imagine the ghosts get breaks, because, like, the ghosts got vacation to, like, not... Well, but they weren't birthing the child, but they were going to see their grandchild, their grand ghost baby, or something over winter break in book 4. It was something like that. So they have to get breaks. I mean, yeah, they're still employees, so they probably do that, I imagine. I mean, just because you're undead doesn't mean you don't need a break, you know? What was that flash of light outside? Whoa, something just fell from the sky. Yeah, they're paid. I'm pretty sure they're paid. I'm pretty sure that Crowley talks about having to, like, negotiate salaries for the cafeteria ghosts. And the ramshackle ghosts, I think, get stuff. And I think Ruggy talks about, like, they sell herbs and stuff for him sometimes, and he gets, like, a cut of it, I think. As a ghost, you can't confirm that you get tired. See? Exactly. There you go. Yeah, you gotta pay your employees. They gotta get vacation time and stuff. There's certain benefits. I guess the big question is whether or not the ghosts get health insurance. That... Because, like, if a ghost is able to have a baby... then wouldn't that imply that they would also maybe need health insurance? But I don't know. Is the health insurance privatized in the Twisted Wonderland universe, or is it, like, universal? I don't know. I don't know that we're meant to be asking these questions, to be honest. I can hardly overlook such flagrant disregard for... Hold on. Someone's leaning dangerously far out a window. They're gonna fall. Whoa! Watch out. My. Housewarden and Riddle, I heard yelling. Did something happen? That scared me. He nearly plunged right out this window. Ow, landed right on my butt. You should be grateful that's what you landed on. If Riddle hadn't stepped in with his magic, you'd have hit the ground head first. Sorry. This is nothing to laugh about. Everything you just did was a glaring breach of etiquette. Why were you dangling yourself out that window anyway? There was a flash outside when I looked and saw something weird falling from the sky. I just grabbed for it without thinking. What was it? This! It is a very pretty lantern. To be fair. Is it some kind of container? It's cylindrical, and there's nothing near the open end. Metal fittings? See? Weird, right? Good thing I caught it before it hit the ground. Nothing about what you just did was good. You need to learn from this. Housewarden, it's just about time for class to start. Maybe we could let this one go? Just maybe? Just a little bit? Just a little bit? Yeah, I understand how they don't recognize it as a lantern either. You know, there's a lot of things that happen in, like, twist events that I just don't understand because it feels like they are saying, or they're like, purposefully dumb so that it can be explained to the audience, right? And I feel like there are better ways to do that in certain instances. Like this. It'd be like, huh, this is some sort of lantern. That's weird. I've not seen one kind, like, in this shape before, with this pattern before or something. Because, like, we all know it's a lantern. presumably they could figure out that it's a lantern. But, like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Dumb, Dumber, and Dumbest. And then there's... my goodness, my gracious. See, it could have been a book event, but, like, I don't know how they would necessarily do that. I don't know how that they would interject these kids into, like, the Tangled story. Because, like, with Stitch, you have him isolated, and with the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, you also kind of have them isolated. But I feel like it's really hard to do that with Tangled, specifically. And I don't mind that they tried to do something different. Just the execution of it did not go through as well as it could have. Because I think that it works. I think it would be more successful in this format, but it just needs to be tweaked for it to actually work, like, effectively. And the pacing needs to be edited a little bit. But have them isolated in the tower trying to escape with Rapunzel. I mean, maybe, I guess, possibly. But then you wouldn't get, like, anybody else in there. I don't know, man. Because, like, if they leave the tower, does that transport them back to Twisted Wonderland? So then the entire event is still happening, I guess, in one singular location. But I think that would be more frustrating to be, like, trying to convince Rapunzel to leave. Because then the entire event is just, like, trying to convince Rapunzel to leave, right? I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I'm struggling to envision it. It may have worked better. It may have done better things, but I don't know. And like I said, I like that they're not directly implanting every single Disney character into the stories that we're doing. Because I think that this format can work, and it does make it more, like, in-universe related. I just wish they did it better. I just wish there was, like, a little more to it that made sense. And I think it's because there's a lot of issues. I talked about this already in a video, in my yearly review of the events video. But... oh, this is just, like, the first draft of book. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for sure. Oh, true, yeah. The other book events, they do meet characters that aren't human, so that does kind of work in their favor, too, yeah. Because it kind of makes it still, like, a bit removed from Twist. That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, I don't know how the short form content would work for or like the episodic content either. Because most folks are gonna know the movie, they're not gonna know, like, the episodes. They're not gonna know, like, the spin-off series and things of that nature. So I don't know, man. I don't know. There's still no one at the counter, huh? If I don't get that book, I won't finish my assignment before it's due tomorrow. You could come back later. You could come back later and get the book. What, tomorrow? Are you kidding? Why did you start it sooner? I started on it last week. It's just not coming together very well. Are you here to check out a book for homework, Deuce? So am I. I have no idea where to find it, but I'm sure it'll all work out. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, for sure. Deuce, I'll help you with your assignment. See that you finish it today. Yes, sir. Now let's hurry to class. Strange, the library door won't open. Huh? You're right, is it jammed? Deep breath in. Out. All that and it still won't budge? Doesn't matter if I push or pull either, it's not moving. Maybe it's locked from the outside? Some people can be so careless. Yeah, but that's the dinner bell. That's the warning bell. We're gonna be late to class if we don't do something. Uh-oh, that wouldn't be good. Hello, is anyone there? Kaleem, are you in the library? Is that you, Jamil? Great, I am so glad you're here, and the perfect time. The perfect time? Class is about to start. I heard you weren't in your classroom, so I came looking for you. Clearly, seeing you off at the classroom door isn't enough. Do I have to physically walk you into the room? Poor Jamil, man. Poor Jamil. My goodness, my gracious me, oh my. Poor little guy. Poor little guy. Also, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, man. Ay, ay, ay. He really needs a vacation. Come on. That seems a little overboard. How old do you think Kaleem is? To be fair, Jamil's current approach is in fact not enough as evidenced by the man. Riddle, don't kick a man while he's down. Riddle. Oh man, I was planning on getting back with plenty of time before class started, but the door to the library seems to be locked from the outside. Please get us out of here. Why would the library be locked during its normal hours? Wait, it's not locked. It's not? Dun dun dun. But it really doesn't want to open, does it? Is it stuck on something? This isn't ideal. Kaleem, who else is in there with you? Well, Riddle, Deuce, and Jack. We've been trying to open the door from our side, but no amount of pushing or pulling seems to do the trick. All right. If Riddle's there, it should be safe for me to step away for a bit. Riddle's like, oh, okay, there's at least one responsible adult with you. All right, cool. I'll be back. There's at least one person who can stop you from hurting yourself. And you're also not gonna get into any contracts. You're not gonna get in any trouble. This is perfect. This is fantastic. Thank you, Riddle. Hey, I'm here too. So am I. And me. Oh man. Oh my. Yes, I know. Wait there. I'll find a teacher. He wants us to wait here. What else are you going to do, Jack? What else are you going to do? You can't leave the library. What? You're gonna wait on the ceiling, buddy? With class about to start? No way am I wasting time just waiting around. I'm gonna look for a way out. Yeah, okay, sure. Jack went off by himself. Trying to find another way out's not a bad idea, though. Oh, I know! We could get out our brooms and fly out the window. Also, I was thinking about this the other day. Can't they just, like, jump out the window but cast, like, a feather fall on themselves? Because doesn't that come up in book 2? About, like, oh, Riddle just could have caught himself with, like, a feather fall spell or something, and Trey was like, I was so silly trying to protect him. Like, technically, they don't even need a broom. And technically, yeah, and glow mats, yeah. Yeah, we totally could. You're a genius, Deuce. Me? A genius? Wow, this must be what being a real honor student feels like. Oh, Deucey Goosey, buddy boy. Aw, you're getting there. You're getting there, kid. You're getting there. Wait, no time to savor the moment. I gotta get us some brooms. My goodness. Might be too advanced for everybody but Riddle. Then Riddle just has to cast it on all of them. That's all. That's all they gotta do. Just have Riddle cast it on them one at a time. And then it'd be fine. And then we'd be all good. But I guess we can't do that because plot's got a plot. Plot's got a plot. There should be a broom closet around here. Ah, is this it? True, they could have also set up a bouncy castle. That'd be so fun. Here we go. They're a little different from the brooms we use in class, but they should be good enough to make it to the ground. Don't. It would be dangerous to fall off a broom from this height. Besides, going through a window isn't exactly... I'll be fine, House Warden Riddle, you'll see. Okay, gotta find a window I can fit through. That one should be big enough. There's not much wind. Yeah, I should be able to make it. The immediate bone-crunching sound is just terrible. Ow! Deuce! Are you alright, Deuce? That was one spectacular crash. Yes, sir. The broom smacked into something when I tried to fly out the window. What did it hit? What's going on here? Oh. Ow, I was gonna go take a look outside, but my forehead slammed into something. I had no problem leaning out the window before. Why can't I do it now? It's like there's an invisible wall here. An invisible wall? So like a barrier? You're right. It's like there's a glass partition here now. It's blocking us from putting so much as a hair out of this window. They're like birds! You're right, they're like birds! Oh my gosh. No, you right, you hit the nail on the head. Oh man. And the way you're moving your hands reminds me of something. What was it again? Oh yeah, I remember. It's like a pantomime. This is no time for frivolous remarks. Sorry. It doesn't look like a wall's there at all, though. How does any of this work? I say, well, it's Kaleem, but also, does no one know what barriers are? Does no one know what magical barriers are? Come on, guys. Come on. Please. Please. Let me guess. No luck on your end either. Jack, I'm guessing it's the same for you? Yeah, nothing's opening. Not the doors, not the windows, not even the access hatch to the roof. I've tried every spell I can think of, but nothing's working. What's going on here? Did someone use powerful magic to trap us in the library? And that's absurd. Who would do such a thing and for what reason? Rosehot, can you and the other gentlemen hear me? I came running as soon as I heard you were in need of assistance, says Crowley. Says Crowley. Hey chat. Hey chat. Do we believe the bird? Do we think he actually came running as soon as he heard that they were in need of assistance? Do we think Crowley did in fact do this? Let me know your thoughts as we continue. My. I'm here too. Are you okay? You and Grim, you're here too. They happened to be with me at the time, so I brought them along. And lucky for me, Jamil showed up right when I was about to get a whole lecture. Why would you be getting a lecture so early in the day? What did Grim do? You know, the usual. Head mage, I'll explain the situation. Here's what's happening. I can't believe Grim has a usual, man. I can't believe it. I mean, I can, but also I can't. Wow, 76% of you, 76% do not believe the Birdman. That's wild. That's wild, man. What a time, what a time. I mean, I'm right there with you. But like, it's more surprising that 24% of you decided that you did believe him. The library door isn't locked, but no amount of pushing or pulling is opening it. Furthermore, invisible walls are preventing you from exiting through the windows or the roof. This is tricky. Let's review what we know. You literally just did. Hey, Crowley, you just did, bud. You just did. We have 4 students stuck in the library. Rose, Heartseam, Spade, and Howl. The librarians are all out attending to other matters, meetings, book procurements, and so on. It seems you 4 are the only ones stuck inside. Dear me, what terrible luck for you, boys. Yeah, Crowley, you gonna do anything about it? Spoken with such nonchalance, but if you believe this has to do with our luck, that implies this is some sort of accident. And if an accident arises due to issues with school facilities or management, that makes it the school's responsibility. Ooh. Oh, Crowley's sweating. He's already sweating. Riddle said responsibility, and he is already sweating. Ooh, Crowley. Ooh. Uh-oh. 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 No! Don't stop! Don't use scary words like accident or responsibility. Ooh, accident, responsibility. Oh, Crowley, you useless man. Useless little guy. My. Crowley, absolutely. 100%. Crowley, I swear, he's got like some kid hidden, stashed away somewhere that he's not paying child support for. Man, Crowley just really is that irresponsible guy, ain't he? Ain't he? A rock is more useful than him. I wouldn't be surprised. I cannot say for sure whether or not Crowley does. I don't know him. I don't know his life. But I would not be surprised if he had a child out there somewhere that he was just not supporting in any way, shape, or form. Oh yeah, when SpongeBob is scared of a shopping list, exactly. My. I started looking into it as soon as the head mage alerted me to what was going on. But I found no clear reason why the library would be locked or sealed off, and I can't detect any spells I recognize. In addition, the school and library barriers don't seem to be malfunctioning. Nothing about this makes any sense. Looking into the cause can wait. Our first priority is getting these pups out of their cage. We need to get this door open and get back to class as quickly as possible. If we don't let these rowdy pups out soon, they might start tearing up the interior and ruining valuable literature. Is that so, Mr. Corral? You look so devious when you say that. Also, Riddle is with them. If anybody would be able to control the kiddos, it'd be Riddle. If anybody was able to do that, it would be him. Oh man. Also, hello, welcome in. Hi. Survived another day of rehearsals. Congratulations. My. One of my chopped liver. Professor Corell, if I may, that concern is hardly. Professor Corell is absolutely right. We can't just stand idly by. I'll use magic to open the door. It's a trifling enough task for someone of my caliber. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for him to be humbled so spectacularly. My goodness, my gracious. We're so lucky that the faculty came. Yeah, we should thank Jamil later. I don't like turning to others for help, but the sooner we can get back to our dorms, the better. Being tardy is a grave matter indeed. I must get to class as quickly as possible. There's a dog in there, technically. Yeah. Yeah, no, you right. You right. Oh, man. Strange. What's wrong, sir? I've been casting a whole variety of spells on the door, but none of them are working. So much for the head mage's caliber. Step aside, I'll burn that door down. Don't be absurd, that door's highly valuable. Head mage, did you just show more concern for the door than for your own students? That's hardly an appropriate attitude for an educator. Ah, not at all, not at all. What I meant was, any impact strong enough to break down the door could potentially endanger the students inside. I'll need you all to sit tight until we figure out a solution to this. And if we can't find one today, prepare yourselves for the possibility that you may have to spend the night here. What? The night in the library? With all the books? What do you mean? What do you mean, man? You expect us to spend the night here? How can you say something like that so nonchalantly? I need to finish an assignment by tomorrow. Please get me out of here. I agree with them. I have responsibilities as a house warden. I must be freed at once. Come on, is it that bad? Ain't the library all quiet and easy to sleep in? I think it'd be a ton of fun to have a sleepover in the library. We could all read books, eat good food, dance, sing, and spend the whole night chatting. That sounds like the life. Assuming you can get food into the library with which to eat. I imagine that there's probably not, like, candy and stuff in the library because of, like, the books and things. Like, there are certainly areas where you can sit and read, but I don't think you're supposed to eat in the library. So I can't imagine that the librarians would have had, like, food on the ready for them. Also, the librarians are ghosts, and theoretically they don't need to eat, so, like, I don't know. I want to go in. I'm busting down that door right now. No, my valuable vintage door. Wait. The door isn't burning. Crowley doesn't seem that, like, shocked. He just seems concerned. Oh, what a shame. It is not a shame. You should be happy the door is still intact. Should I really? Magical fire didn't work? What manner of power is at play here? No need to fear. Help has arrived. That voice. Who do we think it is, guys? Who do we think it is, chat? Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. Who do we think? Who do we think? My goodness. I think it's Leona. Trey, Apple, Lucius, Trey, Rolo. Rolo would be wild. Oh my god. Could you imagine if Rolo just showed up and was like, I'm here to save the day? Overblot Mal, that'd be interesting. Lucius, Super Grim. Oh my goodness. Floyd, Competent Staff. Jade, Edia, Felina, Sebek somehow, Floyd Scully, Fellow, Hatsune Miku, Neige LeBlanc, a lawyer, Sonic, Floyd in eel form, or Dazai. My goodness, well, let's find out who it actually. Y'all had good guesses. Y'all had good guesses. Let's see who it is. Let's see who it is. Ruggy's grandma. Oh, that'd be so fun. I want to meet Ruggy's grandma. I wish we could have a hometown with Ruggy. I want to meet his grandma. I think it'd be super cute. No, Ruggy's dad. Oh, man. Marsha. Oh, darn it, it was Vargas. Darn it. How could we ever tell, Vargas? You didn't say your signature catchphrases of 12 dozen eggs. Did I startle you? Yeah, I have a habit of doing that. But you're in good hands now. I'll have you out of that library in no time. With these muscles. There it is. There it is. Who's watching their classes? I have no idea. They probably were like, you're the most responsible of the kiddos here. You watch the class now. And so it goes. And then he just slams himself into the door. Buddy boy. No, that door is a cultural asset that has been in place since the Institute was founded. Wait. The door isn't broken? Unbelievable. How is it still standing after I rammed it with my signature tackle? The move that never fails to squash the most fearsome of beasts didn't so much as dent the door. Something's clearly afoot, as if we didn't know that already. Ha, my goodness. Professor Carell, that's a generous compliment. You're making me blush. It wasn't a compliment, and stop taking matters into your own hands. This time I feared I was doomed for certain. And the entire reason I chose not to call him in was because it was patently obvious he'd go for the brute force approach. So then how did he get here? Who tipped him off? Who tipped off Vargas? No, Vargas has to use magic because Vargas can fly. Since Vargas is the flight instructor and we know that he can fly, and because I think it's in Trey's vignette, he talks about turning Riddle into a flying master like himself. Also, Vargas played spell drive at some point in time because he was on his school spell drive team, so he has magic. He just prefers to use his muscles. And he thinks that the best way to have like a big abundance of magic and like good magical like storage or whatever is by having gigantic muscles. I do remember Trey's vignette because I've used it so often for footage of Vargas and also for like that tiny bit at the end with Trey specifically. I don't remember pretty much any of Trey's other vignettes except for his labware because that's the one where he says that he's just so normal and so normal about everything and that's just what he is because he's normal. Those are the two that I remember the most. But yeah, because for a while that was like the only place I knew where to get Vargas from was that vignette, so I do remember Trey, unfortunately. So it goes. What was that? Coach Vargas tackled the door. It didn't even so much as shake. If both magic and might are proving ineffective, then that means our prospects of escape have dimmed considerably. Dear me! The library is the brains of this campus. It houses many rare and one-of-a-kind books as well as tomes that cost tens of thousands of Thaw marks per volume. It also has many volumes of my own highly valuable collection, which I've compiled by traveling all over the world. The idea of such a treasure trove being left inaccessible is entirely unacceptable. I shall exhaust every possible means to resolve this matter. I'll start by looking up some literature on... Oh, wait. I can't enter the library. I can only hope what books I have in my office will offer some useful insights. I'll look through them and see. Coach Vargas, I'd like your assistance. His divorce papers. Can you imagine if you are just like hanging out in the library and you're looking for something, and then you just happen to stumble upon a book and you open it and the thing, like something falls out of it. And then you go to pick that up, and it's just Crowley's divorce papers. You'll need my muscles, huh? I've got biceps to spare. Professor Carell, tell the student body to stay away from the library. It's bad enough 4 people are trapped inside. We must head off any other additional trouble. Understood. Rosehearts, you and the other boys sit tight, and whatever you do, do not damage the library or any of the books. Yes, Head Mage. Professor Train, if you'd please stay here and keep an eye on things. I'm worried those 4 might do something reckless and destroy the library. I mean, they could hurt themselves. All right. As for you and Grim, do you understand the situation? Something weird's going on with the library and you gotta do something to get Riddle and the others out. And I suppose that's an acceptable level of comprehension on your part. Yeah, I don't expect Grim, of all people, to retain information like that, but yeah, that's basically what we've just spent the past, I don't know, hour discussing. Oh man, if I could pick another video game to collaborate with Twisted Wonderland, which game would I pick and why? I honestly, off the top of my head, I have no idea. But you know what would be a really fun one? Persona. Could you imagine if we could get if we had the Overblotters and their phantoms were just their personas? That'd be fun. Pokemon? Y'all like Pokemon? Project Sekai as well. My. Oh, I didn't even realize that you said Persona 4. Look at that! We're on the same wavelength. My goodness, my gracious. Project Sekai, I see. Danganronpa. I don't really want any. I wouldn't say Danganronpa personally. I can see the appeal, but I really don't want anybody getting hurt. We already had one near-death incident. We don't need more. In my humblest of opinions. The Overblott's technically a Persona Awakening? Yeah, exactly. So then we could just slot them right into there. Just slot them right into there. Kingdom Hearts only for Sora's reaction to the school. Ooh, that'd be fun. A fight with Edea. Oh, Flynn's and Edea fighting. Near death is, yeah, well, you know. Anyway. On that note, you two are now on Gopher duty. That's very vague. Delivering things as needed, passing along messages. I'm sure other tasks will arise as well, and someone's got to do them. Do be sure to prioritize any communication from me. Is that understood? Crystal clear, sir. Hey, you! Don't just roll over and accept orders. I don't want to do it. Oh, really? That's unfortunate. I've got a few invoices I'll need to send to Ramshackle Dorm. No fair. Okay, fine. We'll take the stinking job. They're gonna run us through the ringer. You better be ready, you. We'll be counting on you both. Thanks, guys. Perfect timing. Professor Train, you're in charge here. Everyone else, do as Professor Train says. Oh, how terribly busy I am. They can't expect us to sit around doing nothing while the others solve this. Right, we should do what we can inside the library to find a way out. Well said, I fully agree. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna try to do? What? Oh, I have new furniture! Yay! I bet you it's the same furniture, right? I don't think there's anything new in the set this time around. I think it's all the same. I feel like that's how it is for every event, but every event, it's like that pops up and I'm like, oh my gosh, new furniture. Like brand new furniture. I too trust Train way more than Crowley, for sure. A way out. If we could identify what's causing this, it follows that a solution would present itself. Can any of you think of any reason why you could be trapped in there? For example, if any of you might have done something to anger someone. Could it be resentment over that one time? Maybe it was that one guy. It could be from that incident. You guys all have guesses? I can't even think of a way that I might have upset someone. Yeah, well, you are an outlier at NRC, Kaleem. You are kind of an outlier here, buddy. Or was there perhaps something strange that happened before you became trapped? Was business as usual, I think. Oh, wait, the sky flashed. It was just for a split second, though. The sky flashed. I observed it as well. Before I could ascertain what was happening, I heard Kaleem shouting. Oh yeah, something weird fell from the sky. Something weird? Describe it to me, Asim. It's like a balloon? Yeah, a small balloon. And there's the symbol on the outside that kind of looks like a sun. Oh hey, come to think of it, I was leaning out the window when I snagged this balloon thingy in the first place. The sun symbol? Roseheart, use your magic to send me the object Asim found. What? Wouldn't that be a breach of library rules? Library rules? Like no being loud and no running? Were there others? Plenty, yes. The one I'm referring to is no removing library property without permission. Riddle, it's not the library's property! Riddle! Riddle, it fell from the sky, Riddle! It's the sky's property, Riddle! Just because you brought it into the library doesn't mean the library owns it now, Riddle! Night Raven College's school library nullifies spells that would remove items from inside it. As the head mage said, this library houses a great many rare and valuable items. And so it has its own special preventative barrier separate from the one surrounding the campus. Every book here is magically bound to this location. Consider it the library's unique security system, if that makes it easier to understand. Huh? But wouldn't that keep people from checking out books and taking them to their dorm? Books that are checked out through formal procedures are exempt, of course. The checkout procedure serves a dual purpose. One is to document who currently has possession of what books. The other is to dispel the book's enchantment and allow it to be removed from the premises. So that's why you have to follow procedures for checking books out. I had no idea. It's just like a regular library, but instead of enchantments, they have like tags in the book jackets. And then if you walk past the little like security things, it'll go beep, 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 beep if you didn't check it out. So that way they know you're not like stealing it. Even though technically you could check it out, but... My goodness, my gracious, me oh my, me oh my. Me either. You sure know a lot of stuff, Riddle. Oh, come on. I don't know about Kaleem, but you and I were both there for the overview they gave at orientation, Deuce. They did that? I barely used the library, so I guess I forgot. Is that right? I'll ensure you know all about it by the time I'm done tutoring you. Be ready. Didn't that balloon-like object come in from outside the library? Yeah, thank you, Train. Thank you. Thank you, Professor Train, for having a brain cell. Riddle gets way too hung up in the rules. My goodness, my gracious. As long as it's not library property, you should be able to send it outside. It doesn't count as a rule violation. Ah, I see. All right. May I borrow that, Kaleem? Sure. Here goes. Hurrah! Oh, I know. What if House Warden Riddle uses his magic to send us outside, too? I doubt that'd work. Only a handful of mages are capable of teleporting people, and the limitations are... Huh? That's, all right. It's no use. It's not just that we can't leave. We can't send objects outside either. Very well. I'll examine it through the glass. All of you, head to one of the windows nearby. Oh, you got the Dark Enchantress cookie. Yay! Congratulations, congratulations. I'm glad that my luck could rub off on you. Glad that you could get it. Crowley can teleport people? I don't know. I don't know if we know what Crowley's capable of besides putting up barriers. And his tough love, which is also just wild. Every time I remember his tough love exists, it just makes me question him more and more. Like, what is this? Why? I don't think it's his signature spell, for sure. But, like, why? Crowley, why do you have this? It's so weird. I don't think Malleus, we know, can teleport people. Because Malleus can at least teleport himself, so I have no doubt that he would be able to teleport people. But Crowley, I don't know. Don't know. I don't know. No. So, the gates can teleport, but I don't know that Crowley has the full power over the gates. So the little coffins that they come in will transport them to Night Raven College, right? So that could be time-space teleportation, and I assume because he says it in front of, like, everybody that is the truth. So, like, if the coffin goes under the sea to get Azul, then Azul gets in the coffin, and then it will teleport the coffin to the school, more or less. And then all of the kiddos have to be let out by Crowley, but he uses keys for that. So, like, I don't know to the extent, like, what is the school's doing and what is, like, enchantments versus what Crowley specifically does. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. He teleported Silver in books. Did he teleport? When did Crowley do that? What? Wait, no. Okay, the other you're talking about Malleus's vignette? No. So Malleus teleported people. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. You said Silver. And you said he, and I thought he referred to Crowley, but you're talking about Malleus. Yes, Malleus teleported Silver in book 7, and then Malleus set up a doorway to be a portal to Deisomnia. So when the House Wardens went to meet in the mirror chamber during Malleus's dorm uniform vignette, he set the door to be a portal, and then the portal transported them all to Deisomnia. So, like, he didn't physically transport them in that instance, he just set up a trap door that they fell through that then teleported them. So, like, he still did it, but it wasn't the same as, like, actively teleporting them in that moment. How did the carriage take the Octa Trio? No idea. No idea. No spoilers for book 7's out. No, there's no spoilers for book 7.5. So, I don't have my spoiler thingy on here. Where is it? There it is. No spoilers for JP content. Please don't spoil the event content either. And no past book 7 spoilers for stream. Book 7.5, book 8, do not tell me about them, but we can discuss stuff that happens in book 7. So that's over. And, well, at least it's common knowledge. Some people may not have gotten there yet, but there's only so much I can control in terms of story. Grim hate the spoiler. He did. I forget why I didn't have that up there. I don't know why I turned it off. I forget what we were doing. Yeah, I have talked about the anime post-credit scenes. I have a whole video up about that. It's in the anime playlist. I have my little reactions to each of them up there. Yeah, so yeah, no JP server stuff on stream. No, none of that here, please, pretty please. Because otherwise I won't be able to accurately react when that stuff actually happens in EN. Because I don't play on JP, so, like, I honestly have no idea what's happening over there, and I want to keep it that way as much as possible. Only thing I know about JP's card arts, but that gets spoiled really quickly. But that's all I want to know. That's it. I like to be surprised, and I like to be able to genuinely react for y'all. So, that is my stuff. I think Crowley did scold Malleus. To be fair, in his dorm vignette, I'm pretty sure he spent a while scolding him for doing the exact thing that Malleus did. I mean, among all the other House Wardens as well. Everybody took issue with that, for sure, for sure. My. Trey hometown event. We better get to see his siblings and they better be super cute. Otherwise, Trey hometown events. is gonna be like pulling teeth for me. Maybe that'll make me like him. Who knows? Maybe my switch could be flipped. I don't know. At this point, though, he's too far down on the list. The object to seem discovered is a lantern. A lantern? Oh, so those metal fittings are for a candle. Additionally, I believe this is the same sun emblem that appears in the tale of the princess in the tower. The princess in the tower? As I recall, that's Shaftland's folklore. The one about the princess who lived her whole life in a tower, right? I heard it when I was a kid. She's trapped in a tall tower by an evil witch, but escapes to go see some wondrous lights. Ooh, that sounds fun, like a fun story. You know, you're stuck, Jack. I mean, I am from the Shaftlands, but I couldn't tell you much more than the basics. I mostly remember how she teams up with a thief who snuck into the tower and they go on a journey together. She's one bold princess. Howell has the broad strokes correct. I recall seeing a sun emblem much like the one on that lantern in a book about the tale. The library could very well have its own such books, wouldn't you think? They might provide us with some insights. I'll go see if I can find any. Yay! We're finally getting information! Yay! Oh yeah, staff hometown would be fun. I probably would do that like canonically though, but it could be fun. I want to hear more about Train's wife. I want to hear more about Train's wife. It's so cute whenever he mentions her that he starts reminiscing and he starts getting all happy. It's adorable. It's so fun. I was able to find 4 books that covered Shaftland's folklore. None of them devoted more than a few pages to the princess in the tower, but one of them did mention the sun emblem. Every year on the princess's birthday, her parents and their subjects would send up lanterns with prayers for her safety. Apparently, the lanterns sent up by the king and queen were marked with an emblem in the shape of a sun. It's the same as the markings on our lantern. It's said that the princess saw the light from those lanterns flying through the sky, and that was what solidified her resolve to go outside. Perhaps the wishes that the people made on those lanterns were what guided her back home. Yeah, meeting Train's daughters would be fun too. It'd be a good time, it'd be a good time. Oh, look! Look, his daughters! I have 2 daughters that are all grown up and moved out myself. I can relate to parents beset with worry over their child. Oh, for sure! I bet Mom and Dad were super sad that their daughter just up and disappeared. Makes sense. What parent wouldn't be worried sick about their kid being endangered or injured? Just so. I have no doubt the king and queen would have wished to find her just as strongly as they prayed for her safety. That's very insightful. But it's a fictional story, right? This lantern is from a kingdom that doesn't exist. What is it doing at our school? Is it someone's idea of a prank? This whole setup is far too elaborate for a prank. It's defied everyone's attempt at resolving it through magic and physical force. I doubt a mere prank could cause what's happening now. While it seems on the fantastical side, I find it easier to believe that a lantern imbued with the king and queen's wishes arrived at our school for some reason. And its influence is creating circumstances similar to what happened in the story. You mean to say that this is a reenactment of a tale of the princess in the tower? I mean, maybe, but why drag us into it? According to those books I read, hardly anyone in the kingdom of that tale had the gift of magic. Perhaps the fact that we can use magic means we've been given the role of the princess. If this follows the story, maybe we can escape the library by becoming princesses! I love this line of logic, Riddle. I think you are on to something for sure. For sure, for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. How can you say that with a straight face? us as princesses? But how would that even work? I was born and raised in a regular family, and I don't know the first thing about being a princess. We could start by making our hair and outfits more princessy. As it is, we just look like students, right? I get it. It makes sense that we have to start by gearing ourselves up. Why are you both considering this like it's a foregone conclusion? We're about as far from princesses as it gets. Yeah, exactly. It's refreshing that the problem here isn't that, oh, we can't be princesses, we're guys. It's nice that they're like, oh, logistically we have to get dresses and we have to do our makeup and we have to like, oh man, it's great. It's so good. How so? How not so? The way we carry ourselves, the way we talk, and princesses are supposed to care about the common Jack, what do you mean, Jack? Elaborate, Jack. Elaborate. And why do you not care about the common folk? Jack, elaborate. Elaborate right now. Jack. See, now you're considering it too. It's good to see you all so eager to solve this. He's not explaining. Jack, I need an explanation. Jack. Jack, I say psych right now. Jack. Jack. I know they're all a little selfish, but like, Jack. If Professor Train is right, and we're in a situation similar to the events of the princess in the tower, then by emulating the princess who escaped said tower, we may be able to do the same. The head mage and other teachers are presently stumped as to how to get us out. Would it be more productive to take action rather than twiddling our thumbs? Okay, fair. It definitely beats sitting around on our tails. I've wanted to make my own way out this whole time. If we're doing this, I'm going all in. I'll do whatever you say, boss. You know you can count on me in too, of course. Alright, I'll see what you're aiming for. It's certainly worth a try. The challenge is doing it without being able to transfer objects. Much of what you are doing will require certain items. That's true. Even at a brief glance of these books, there's much that needs to be done. But wait, in the book I just checked... Ah, here it is! It says that the princess received all of her food, cleaning supplies, and other necessities through a single window. If this truly is following the story, perhaps there's a similar loophole. A single window? That's it! There's one open window here. Professor Train, I've brought lunch for Kaleem and the others as per the head mage's request. Ah, perfect timing, Jamil. Could you fetch a flight magic broom? Huh? Yeah, no, fair. Fair is fair, Jamil. Fair is fair. Yeah. Oh, Lucius is chilling in the... You know what? Actually, probably Lucius is the one that was looking at the class. Train probably left Lucius in charge of his class. Alright, I've flown up to the window that Riddle pointed out. But if there's an invisible barrier, wouldn't that make it impossible to pass objects through? I guess nothing for it but to give it a try. Here, Kaleem, take this basket. Thanks! What's on the menu today? Last night you said you wanted meat, so this is spicy chicken sauté. Yes! Spicy chicken sauté! Yes, Jamil! For the side dish, the contents of the lunch are hardly relevant right now. I just hope this actually works. Ah! The basket made it! Yes, now we've got lunch! Ooh, is the invisible wall gone? Maybe we can go outside now. I'll try and see! Kaleem just tries to jump out the window immediately. Oh, yes, I do love spice. I love spicy food. Kaleem, watch out! Oh, boy. Ow! I smacked into something. Guess we're still stuck in here. Ouch. I tried to stop you and bashed my face right into what I guess is that invisible wall you mentioned. But the basket Kaleem was holding flew outside. Wait, we couldn't send the lantern outside before. Why can we do that with the basket? I guess the key is this single window. Objects can only get in or out through this window and the window alone. I see. Even if that invisible wall hadn't been there, you should never, ever jump out of a window. Exactly. Thank you, Professor Train. Thank you. Thank you so much for being the voice of reason. Indeed, indeed, you should not. You should not jump out the window. Light magic or no, you could have suffered grievous injuries had you fallen. And that goes for the rest of you as well. Don't even consider escaping by jumping from that window. Is that clear? Yes, Professor. Please, for the love of the seven, prioritize your safety at all times. If Kaleem remains trapped in the library, that will be a huge, huge problem for me. I may not be able to get inside, but I'll continue providing support from the outside. Let me know if you need anything at all. Sure thing. Thanks, Jamil. Bye, Jamil. I think they're like on the second or third story of the library, probably. I assume the window is up higher, and it's because eventually we have to do the tangled thing where we jump from the window with the hair, right? I think it's up high. I think it's up high. I think, anyway. It's been a while, man. We've now established that, while people cannot enter or leave, we can transfer objects through this window. We're finally making progress. Having supplies brought in through this specific window is another part of the princess in the tower. That makes it even more likely this is a reenactment of that tale. We may be able to glean something from this information. I'll apprise the head mage at once. Hello, head mage. We've learned something. I'm still not totally clear on what's going on, but at least we can get meal baskets now. Yeah, thanks to you opening that window, we won't have to worry about food. On the other hand, we might have avoided this whole mess if you hadn't opened that window and grabbed the lantern to start with. Very true. That said, what's done is done. There's no use crying over spilled milk. I say we enact our prior proposal in the interest of resolving this matter as quickly as possible. Our prior proposal? The thing you were talking about? You know, what, gearing up with the right hair and clothes? That's right. We should all pore through these books to ascertain distinctive traits of the princess's appearance. Some illustrations of her would make this a lot simpler, but I'm not seeing any. Huh? You mean there aren't any illustrations of the main character? Not that I can find. One of these books does have illustrations, but only 2 of them. The mural the princess painted on the wall and the lanterns flying through the sky. For her hairstyle and clothes, all we've got to go on is the way she's described in the text. Aren't books without illustrations hard to read? Hey, aren't regular books that are just, words on pages that are a lot of books are like that and don't have the little visuals? Aren't those hard to read? It'd be so much easier to follow if they had a few drawings. I mean, I'm a visual learner, so I get it. I like manga a lot more. But see, the problem with manga and stuff that has illustrations is I will not pay attention to any of the words that are on the page. I will only look at the pictures, and then I will miss context because I'm only looking at the pictures and the drawings. But, yeah, Riddle is really fighting in this event, man. Yeah, huh. I know what you mean. Right. Putting aside illustrations, or the lack thereof, According to this book, the princess had long hair and wore a pink and purple dress. Excuse me, I had to yawn. There aren't any detailed pictures of the design. But considering that she did clean and regular exercise, I imagine it was something easy to move around in. From what I've read, the princess painted a mural of celestial bodies. If she liked the stars and sun and stuff, then maybe her clothes and accessories featured those kinds of designs. Wait, this book mentions a green figure. I'm guessing that's not the princess. Does that mean someone else besides the princess was stuck in the tower too? This book mentions her having a little friend. He was her constant companion. A little green friend, Perhaps there's another essential part of playing a princess. I'd say we've learned enough to have a decent idea of what she'd look like. Let's send for some fitting attire. And that takes care of the clothes. The problem is the hair. It takes months to grow out your hair. Really? Having a sleepover with you guys sounds fun and all, but not being able to see anyone else for months would just be lonely. I can't stay in here that long. Spending months surrounded by this many books would end up overloading my brain. Deuce, you're not even reading them. Deuce. Deuce. Buddy, why are we afraid of the books? Deuce. Buddy. How much of an aversion to books do you have? There are other more pressing concerns here. The rules state that a tea party must be held in the garden 5 days out of every month. You're being just as absurd, Riddle. If we're talking about pressing concerns, I've got a cactus I have to take care of. Regardless, this is a very serious issue, in which case... Professor Train, I apologize for interrupting your call, but I'd like to speak with the head mage about something, if I may. Alright, head mage, Rosehart is requesting your presence at the library. Do you have an idea, House Warden Riddle? I'd at least like to discuss it. Though to be honest, I'm not expecting a positive answer. Dun, dun, dun! Dun, 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 dun! My. I forget, do we get to see the outfit reveals in part 1, or is that saved for part 2? I can't remember where part 1 ends, is my problem. I know it's really short, but I don't know how close we are or how far we are. Save the cactus, true. We need to save the cactus. You wish to make a hair growth potion? That sounds handy. I didn't know those existed. I saw it mentioned in a journal for medical mages some time ago. In the interest of reenacting the events of the Princess in the Tower, I was hoping you could assist us in creating it, sir. Oh dear, would that I could help. You're supposed to get the Kaleem R card when you finish the part 1 because the one mission is inviting him to the guest room, which you can't do if you don't have him. So I guess they would have to get their events, they would have to get their outfits in part 1. Did you finish part 1? Are you sure you finished part 1? Oh, wait, if you played before, okay, so here, have you checked your gift box? Because if you have played the event previously and you got the card previously, then you will not get the animation when you get the card from the event. The card will instead go directly to your mailbox, your gift box, and then you have to pick it up from there. So that maybe is why you didn't see it, if you finished part 1. Perhaps. The golden fruit needed for hair growth potions is extremely rare and highly expensive. For the price of just one fruit, we could build another library just like this one. A whole other library! So it's off the table. I'm afraid so. If we used all 4 of the fruits in our rare plant storage room, it would inhibit our ability to run this school. You'll have to find another way to... I'll buy them. Thank you, Khalif. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. What? You will? Sure. That way you can get 4 fresh fruits, right? Please, head mage, let us have them. Why, certainly. As long as you're footing the bill, I have no problem with this course of action at all. Of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't, you greedy, useless man. I'll ask Professor Carell to ready the potion ingredients now. Now we can grow our hair out, right? Oh, I better let Jamil know he'll need to get payment ready for the head mage. I'm sorry about this, Kaleem, but thank you. This makes a huge difference. You made a snap decision that involved tremendous amounts of money. I've never been more grateful to have you around than now. How many hallmarks would it cost to build this library? I can't even imagine. Yeah, we live in wildly different worlds. Guess that's what it's like being ultra rich. Yeah, I could not. I could never. Bro. I've procured all the necessary ingredients for hair growth potions. This potion can only be formulated under the supervision of a licensed alchemist and potionologist, namely me. You may learn how to make it, but never brew this on your own. As the head mage has gone over already, golden fruits are extremely rare and expensive. Procurement of ingredients is by far the biggest obstacle to brewing this potion. You'd better not even think of botching this. Talk about nerve-wracking. Consider it my way of impressing the point upon even every untrained pup here. Say, couldn't we just have Corel or Riddle handle the brew? You guys would do a great job of making them, right? Then we could just drink what you make. Heh, points for properly appreciating my alchemical aptitude. But your suggestion wouldn't work, pup. The potion only works for the one who brews it, and its effects differ heavily by the level of precision in its formulation. The process of uniformly mixing the ingredients figures heavily into the end result. This means as long as you formulate it with sufficient accuracy, it should work fine regardless of your magical reserves. Isn't it fun having a potion where your skill translates directly into the end results? I very much look forward to seeing it in action. I might be in trouble here. I'm not great at delicate work. Neither am I. I just figured if I threw more ingredients in, it'll work out. I'm pretty bad at following multi-step processes. I always get the steps mixed up in the middle. Can't you people do anything? Simply follow the instructions in the textbook and you'll have nothing to worry about. Oh yes, I have one more fun tidbit to share. This potion enhances your hair with a coating of magic. It will take a concerted effort to cut or pull it out. A hair growth potion influences your body's physical growth and it confers a power one would never come by otherwise. Those are the reasons why formulating it is so heavily restricted. That concludes my lecture. Did you all get that, pups? Yes, sir! I said yes, but my palms are sweaty now. I really can't afford to screw this up. No kidding. I shouldn't have listened when they were talking about the price tag. Now my hands are shaking. Don't be so nervous. If it turns out bad, we can always make more, right? Right? Right, says the kid that carved jewels instead of pumpkins when he was a child. Yeah, okay, sure. Sure, buddy, sure. Were you even listening? These 4 golden fruits are the only ones available to us. And they're extremely rare. Even if you can afford them, there's no telling when we can get a hold of more. Oh, yeah. Geez, now I'm getting nervous. What? That's enough chit-chat from you pups. Pay close attention and follow my instructions. My. More furniture! Yes! Oh, I love me some furniture, man. Love me some furniture. Are you all done mashing up your golden fruit? Next, add all the ingredients together and mix the solution evenly. Give it exactly 10 full stirs. Any more or any less, and the effect will be diminished by half. Exactly 10 stirs. Got it. Nice and even. Which number was I on again? 7. Stop after you stir 3 more times. Well, you kept count. Thanks. That's a big help. Spade, your stirring is too half-hearted. If you don't get it thoroughly mixed within 10 stirs, it won't work properly. Got it. It's not like it looks any different. You can't exactly tell if you're doing a decent job stirring or not. Apple, stop smacking the stirring rod against the side of the container. You can't use brute force with this. I can't take my eyes off you pups for a split second. It's astounding just how stressful this is for me. How are you faring, Rose Hearts? Exactly 10 stirs uniformly. Expression. I forgot that's what his concentrated face looks like. Oh my gosh. Uniformly from the outside. At least one of you is doing this right. Riddle, your eyes are crazy bloodshot. That's some serious focus. Housewarden Riddle, you need to blink. I mean, in his model, he is in fact blinking. So, like, I call lies and fallacies. My goodness, my gracious. For the next step, take the drinker's hair, that is yours, grind it up and add it in. I just have to pull out a strand of hair? Sure. Ow. Okay, now to add it and grind it up. Stay! Don't move the pestle around that quickly. Even the slightest frictional heat can affect the final product. So how are you supposed to grind the hair if you can't heat it up? I already ground mine to a powder. Are you kidding? My hair won't grind down at all. A matter of hair thickness, I suppose. Yours doesn't look to be as fine. What should I do in that case, sir? You'll just have to grind harder, but try to avoid adding more heat. This is a delicate product, so treat it with care. Man, that's the kind of work I'm the worst at. As for Rose Hearts, you seem to be doing well. Grind down as firmly and as finely as possible without adding heat. Housewarden, blink! My goodness, my gracious, poor Riddle. Yeah. I wonder if he's like that in alchemy class too. Lastly, channel some magic. Ooh, it changed color. That means it worked, right? Phew. Everyone's potions changed color. That's a relief. I'm not sure how well it turned out, though. Fingers crossed this works. That's definitely a unique smell. Is it really safe for consumption? Go on and drink them. Your degree of success will be apparent from how long your hair grows. Let's all take it together, then. Here goes. Oh, what a weird taste. It occurs to me we just drank our own hair. That's kind of freaky. Yeah, drinking the hair versus eating it, I guess. But like, if you have long hair at all, you've eaten your hair before. You've eaten your hair before accidentally. It just gets it. It just happens, man. You should see your faces. I will take some time for the potions to take effect. In the meantime, here, get changed. Goodness, you've even procured outfits for us on such short notice. You provided the details. I expanded upon and perfected them. It wasn't easy throwing all this together in a hurry, but I'm rather pleased with how everything turned out. Since I couldn't take your measurements, I eyeballed it. You'll have to do the final adjustments yourselves. Final adjustments? Where would I even start? Relax, I've called in some backup. Vil! My goodness, Vil Nye, the fashion guy. Backup. Vil. Oh, hi, buddy. How you doing, friendo? He means me. Ah, Vil. The faculty reached out to me. So now I'm here to provide adjustment tips to get you spudlings at least somewhat presentable. I also brought suitable makeup to go with those outfits. Here, take it. Sewing kits and makeup kits? Thanks a ton, Vil. Indeed, you should all consider yourselves lucky to receive lessons from yours truly. I expect proper gratitude. The adjustments will take time. All of you, get to work. They're so serious. Corell is like smirking, but Vil just looks pissed. Yes, sir. Oh, my. Yeah, Vil's not Mother Gothel. Vil is just a mother. Vil is just the mother hen. My goodness, my gracious me, oh my. Yeah, I like how accepted makeup is too. Makeup's just fun, man. Makeup's just a grand old time. You can have a lot of fun with makeup. I don't know why we're so afraid of guys wearing it for some reason, or guys are afraid of wearing it. It's just a thing. You could do all sorts of fun things. Make your eyes look different, make your nose look. You could do so many. Oh, look at Kaleem. Look, you can make your eyes all sparkly just like Kaleem has them. It's a fun time. Okay, all changed. I really like these bright greens, and I gotta say, this hair growth potion's amazing. One moment my scalp feels all itchy, and the next I've got this super long hair. When I checked myself in the mirror, it was like I was looking at a stranger. Oh, look at Jack and his lovely flowing locks. Look at him go. That outfit and hairstyle are both solid on you, Kaleem. Though I agree, having my hair like this is pretty weird. I generally trim it short, so this just doesn't feel right. And it was a pain getting this outfit on with all these decorative elements. And I couldn't make heads or tails of what this bit of cloth was for. How was I supposed to know it goes over my shoulder like a sash? That's why Vil was here, see? Obviously on Deuce it goes around the waist because he has a sash, you know? My. No kidding. So many parts of this outfit were totally unfamiliar to me. My hair kept getting in the way while I was trying to wrap this shawl. It threw me for a loop when I was told it was supposed to go around my waist, not my neck. Vil, thank you for explaining so much about where these accessories go and how we're supposed to wear them. Gakpo is here! You're right! Oh man, it's been a long time since I've heard that name. Oh my goodness, I forgot that Vocaloid existed. Ay. Professor Corell put these ensembles together personally. Wearing them improperly would be entirely unacceptable. I also appreciate the sewing lesson. The chest area was strained to bursting when I first tried it on. But once I followed your directions to adjust these buttons, fasteners, the whole thing got a lot more comfortable. I know what you mean. I never imagined I'd do hemming work myself. I was fine wearing it as is, but Vil was like, absolutely not. Sewing is hard. I pricked my fingers so many times when I was taking in my collar. Moving buttons and patching holes seemed easy in theory, but it was rough in practice. If you boys were more experienced, you wouldn't have pricked your fingers or had to sew to start with. You only have yourselves to blame. Agreed. If you were more capable mages, you would have been able to easily resize your clothes using magic. Just as Rose Hearts did. And here he is, that boy with his tootsies out. Oh my. They purposefully showed us the tootsies. They were like, we need you all to know that he's barefoot, so that he's like Rapunzel. The night sky, the sun, flowers, and birds soaring free. This is a beautiful ensemble that tastefully combines many of the motifs from The Princess in the Tower. It's easy to move around in while still remaining refined in appearance. You've really outdone yourself with this design, Professor Quirrell. I quite like the liberal use of that transparent, gratiated chiffon. The way your cape shimmers as you move is truly elegant. It suits your composed demeanor. And the hair... The hair. There's so much of it. It's absurdly long. What happened there? Why is your hair so excessively long when no one else's is? That all comes down to their potions. Roseheart's brewed his to complete perfection. Good boy. That was a superb performance. Thank you, Professor. That said, hair this long makes it hard to move around. Though Deuce and the others braided it for me, making it a lot easier. But it's still touching the floor. Sorry I couldn't do a better job with the braid. What are you apologizing for? If one of those books hadn't included a passage about the princess using magic to do her hair, I was prepared to simply carry my hair around as needed. I'm grateful you suggested putting it in a braid. Yeah, it was a big help the way you kept giving directions on which side to braid in next. Says so I guess they also... Did Deuce also braid Kalim's hair then? Because, like, if Kalim doesn't know how to braid, then how? How did we do this? Plus, it was fun playing jump rope with Riddle's hair. Watching you made me nervous you were going to end up stepping on his hair. We bumped into each other a lot while weaving it in and out, too. It luckily turned it out as well as it did. Personally, I'm surprised you knew how to braid hair, Deuce. You even placed the hair accessories at aesthetically pleasing intervals. Is hairstyling a skill of yours? I wouldn't call it a skill, really, but I dabbled in a lot of different styles back in middle school. Thanks for doing my hair too, Deuce. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so he did braid Kalim's hair. That's adorable. That's so adorable. I don't think I picked up on that the first time we played through this. But that's so cute. That's so cute. Aww. And you even wound my headscarf just right. Not to mention how quickly you got a handle on your own hair. I was surprised you were so good at it. I have an exceptional card soldier. Yeah, it wasn't anything that hard, but I'm honored by the compliment, House Warden. I'm still stuck on the fact that only Riddle succeeded at formulating the potion, though. It's deplorable the rest of you would do so badly under my vigilant watch. Wait, you mean we botched it? After all the Professor Quirrell's warnings, I still didn't manage to mix it evenly. I can't believe my own hair tripped me up. I won't lose next time, though. I'll nail it. Please don't let there be a next time. We didn't get Riddle's success, but our hair did grow out. I think we can make this work. Right. We've all got totally different looks, too. I think we can pull this off as long as we're in these outfits. Yeah, I should hope that this long hair and pink and purple outfit puts me a little closer to being a princess. Yes, I'm confident in our chances now. Time to open the door. If only it was so easy. If only. If only. Wow, they're still stuck in the library. My. It won't open! It's almost like we read books about how the princess got out of the tower through the window. And the first thing we try is the door? The first thing we try is the door, guys? Really? Really? Oh, is that it? Oh, okay, never mind. I saw it say Kaleem showed up and I was like, oh. Oh, so that must be... Let's just get Kaleem real quick. Let's just grab him super quick. I'm gonna forget. I will absolutely forget that he's here. Look, it's Kaleem! Oh, I know that there are 2 parts, but I meant the end of this part. Like, that's it for now. Not that that's it for the story. Obviously, that's not it for the story. They're still stuck in the library. Oh, man. But I thought that, like, part 1 was over. But we have at least 1 more chapter. The door isn't budging, but I thought we could get out if we dressed up like princesses. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to have helped. This is troubling. I was so confident my hypothesis was correct. What else can we try? Uh-oh. Ah, there's the bell. It must be lunchtime. No wonder I'm getting hungry. And then let's have the meal Jamil made for us. We could talk about our next steps while we eat. Great. Professor Carell and Bill both went to eat already, and I'm famished. The faculty may have made an exception and granted us permission, but that doesn't change the fact that eating and drinking in the library is against the rules. I'll pass on the meal. Huh? But it's lunchtime. Aren't you hungry at all, Riddle? Still, he's got a point. Eating in the library isn't exactly honor student behavior. I'd better pass too. I'm getting called out immediately. Immediately by your stomach. Just because Riddle says he doesn't want any doesn't mean you gotta follow his lead. It's up to each of us whether we eat or not, but I don't want anyone making our jobs harder because they're too hungry to act. Jack, don't be rude to House Warden Riddle. Come on now, no fighting. Don't worry. If you get hungry again, I can always ask Jamil to whip us up some more food. Here's your lunch. Eat up. Jamil's cooking is the absolute best. Thanks, but still. Don't worry about me. Just make certain to leave the table no more than 15 minutes after you're done. Riddle! Riddle, please, please. It's okay to break a rule once in a while. Riddle! Riddle, please. Yes, sir. Sheesh, can't believe you're being a stickler for the rules at a time like this. My goodness, my gracious. Ah, that was good. See what I mean? Isn't Jamil's cooking fantastic? Absolutely. That spicy seasoned chicken was amazing. I wish I could have had more. And the dessert was incredible too. All those different nuts gave it a nice crunch. What was that called? Oh, was it baklava? Did he bring baklava? You have to ask. It's baklava, right? Maybe? Oh man, I think this came up last time too. I think I saw the words like crushed nuts and I was like, oh, it has to be baklava, even though there's lots of desserts with crushed nuts. Oh man, oh, baklava is so good. I haven't had it in so long. All right, all of you, if you're done eating, leave the table now. We've received no word of any solutions from the head mage, so we'll have to figure out what to try next ourselves. Yes, sir. Let's move to that table over there. We imitated the princess in the tower's appearance on the assumption that emulating the story would lift the curse. But it didn't work. Dun, dun, dun. I reviewed our books while you were all eating, and there were no issues with our attire. And that means... Is the problem on the inside rather than the outside? Do we have to act like princesses too? Yes, I believe emulating the princess's behavior as described in the book is worth trying. Descriptions of things she did may differ from one book to the next. Why don't we all take a book and read it and compare what she did in them? Sure, alright. Aw, we're having a little council. Reading like this reminds me of when I was a kid. My parents used to love telling me I should follow the Princess in the Tower's example and do my chores every day. Yeah, I can see that for sure. I can't believe the princess really did all that cleaning, though. I thought my parents just made that up to get me to do more housework. I was wondering about this earlier, but have you never actually read The Princess in the Tower before now? I haven't. My parents would just tell it to me all the time when I was little, before I started elementary school. I admit, though, I'm surprised. All the stuff you know, Riddle. I'd have thought you'd be familiar with the story. Why would I... Tales related to the legends of the Great Seven or the culture and origins of cities are covered in textbooks. But I've never needed to familiarize myself with meaningless folktales or fairy tales. I'ma fight you on this. Folktales and fairy tales are as much a part of the culture as cities are in textbooks. Riddle, you should be glad that I am not there right now to fight you. Look, that wasn't criticism. Man, what a pain. So, going back to emulating the princess, we already did sewing, right? That we did. The three of you used a needle and thread to adjust the fit of your clothes. And I added to the flower decorations. I believe it's safe to say that we've all got that task covered. That's his mother talking. It has to be. It has to be. Bro needs to, like, read a comic book. Bro needs to get in a little, like, just to be exposed. He doesn't have to like it. He doesn't have to continue doing it. But I think that Riddle should be a little bit more exposed to certain things to maybe see if he likes it. Maybe see if it's, and like, I think we had this discussion the last time it came up, but there is so much you can learn from things that you do. If you are able to think critically about the actions or the media that you are engaging with to learn something from it, I think that you should be doing that, personally. And it's something that I've routinely done for a long time now. And I think that almost pretty much anything can have that value in that way. You just need to, like, think about it slightly more critically. Than the surface level stuff. Like, I hate when people are like, oh, animation's only for little kids. That's not true. It is a medium. It is like oil paint. It is like photography. It is like anything else. And it depends on the person making the stuff to be able to get the message across that they want to do. And that message can be for an adult audience. It could also be for a kid audience. But I have very strong feelings on that specifically. on this sort of thing, by saying that things are meaningless when you haven't even explored them. Like, Riddle, I don't think has ever touched a folktale in his life, so how can you know if they're meaningless if you've never even engaged with them, buddy? Ay. Let's see, what else? Well, we can check off reading. All four of us are doing that right now. Wait! Oh no. Jack, I am truly glad you're one of the people I'm stuck in the library with. If not for your diligence, I don't know what state I would be in right now. I was just thinking the same thing. If you weren't in our group, I'd have flown off the handle by now. Do spit Halim Alasi? Oh, he's bringing out the full names, man. The full government names. You dare to sleep on the job? Have you finished reading your books? Sorry, House Warden. I read some of it, but I didn't get very far. Sorry about that. I was feeling so full, I just dozed off. Really now? Dun, dun, dun! My, oh my, oh my. Ooh, a good idea. We also have so much furniture now, it's not even funny. To summarize what I read, the princess did cleaning, laundry, cooking, sewing, and weaving. She handled all the chores by herself. My book said she made snacks. Oh, and she exercised. I'm not exactly sure what exercises she did, though. Running, maybe? For someone stuck in a tower, it does seem like she had a lot of space. But I doubt she had a gymnasium or coliseum's worth of floor space, judging from the mentions of her doing ballet and yoga. I'd guess her tower was as wide as Pomfiore's ballroom at most, though she could still do weight training without much room. That makes sense. You're saying her regular training regimen was what enabled her to escape the tower unaided. The story says she was kept high up in the tower, which means she'd have to go down a ton of stairs if she wanted to leave. That would take some stamina for sure. And she liked games too. My book mentioned she loved puzzles, darts, and chess. She even enjoyed playing tricks. What kind of tricks did she play? That's what I want to know. Her routine only described in broad strokes, like everyone else. We'll have to use our imaginations when considering how she engaged in her activities. My book also mentioned that she played the guitar, painted pictures, and made candles and pottery. Yes, she strikes me as a highly creative type. My book also had a passage about how she often liked to sing to herself. Whoa, so she likes singing and playing the guitar. This story also said that she enjoyed dancing with people in town after she escaped the tower and went to her birthplace. I wish I could have invited the princess to one of my parties. I bet we'd have gotten along great. The princess got help from a thief who snuck into the tower. Then the thief helped her get to the city. She danced hand in hand with the townspeople there, and as the sun set, she rowed a boat out to sea. All so she could have the perfect view of the mysterious light she'd longed to witness. Countless lamps floating in the sky. And that spectacle gave her the courage to see her parents again, and that's how the story ends. But is what she did after she escaped even relevant here? I figured we'll just reenact up to where she escapes, and once we're out of the library, that'll be the end of it. That was my plan at first, but in the story, the lanterns were sent out as a prayer for the princess's safety, yes? If a lantern is what caused this, that power might remain at work until we reenact the scene with the lanterns in it. If we escaped but the library still remained inaccessible, that would be a travesty. As the head mage said, this library is the brains of Night Raven College. It houses a great many valuable books. Forever losing access to them would be a loss for the whole world. Wow, you're really fired up about this. I never imagined this place was so valuable. I hadn't thought that far ahead, but if you're right, the head mage wouldn't stand for that. Just imagine it. He'd be like, you can issue books through the window, yes? He'd send us back in and make us work the checkout desk forever. Yeah, you know what? That does sound like Crowley. That does. That very, very much does. What? That's ridiculous. But he'd totally do that, wouldn't he? It's difficult to rule out entirely, and that's the trouble. I don't want to spend the rest of my life stuck in a library. Likewise, for the sake of both the library and ourselves, it would be safest to reenact the whole story to the end. In that case, do we have a rowboat out to sea and watch lanterns as well? And these lanterns were sent up by the princess's parents and the townspeople, right? Then it probably wouldn't be a proper reenactment if we sent them up ourselves, would it? Oh no! In the story, the lanterns floated through the sky every year on the princess's birthday. Considering the fact that the lantern similar to the one in the story appeared before us this morning, then we have to escape the library, dance, take a boat from the harbor, gaze at the floating lanterns, and do all of that today, before the date changes at midnight. Before midnight? The lunch hour just ended. That gives us plenty of time before midnight, right? It would, if all we were going to do is imitate the princess going out to sea. The problem's the lanterns. We can't make a scant handful if we want to have a countless lights. Oh, right. It's gotta be hard getting a whole bunch of lanterns ready to float while doing everything else, huh? But hey, couldn't we just ask the rest of the dorm for help? The students of a Hartslipple. Yes, sir. If they hear you're in trouble, everyone will pitch in and make as many lanterns as they can. Oh, that's a good idea. I should ask the guys in my dorm, too. I suppose that makes sense. The more people we have helping, the better. Let's ask the head mage to get the whole student body to make lanterns and send them flying. Yay! Trey will bully them into it. Absolutely. Absolutely, Trey will. Absolute. Oh, that's where it ends. Okay. So that's part 1. See, I figured we'd be able to get it done pretty quickly. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. It's not even 9. We did a Sebek poll and we got through the story all in one stream. It is kind of sad. I feel like the second part is way longer. But that might just be because the pacing drags on quite a bit. But, wow, would you look at that? Would you look at that? I did get Sebek. I did. I didn't even realize I got a Sebek. We should probably level him up a little bit, shouldn't we? Let's get ourselves a Sebek level, shall we? Shall we? Is it Sebek Day? It is Sebek Day! Yay! We have a birthday, Becky. I assume Cater's probably his duo buddy since Cater's in the middle. Let's get him. Let's level him up a little. Let's level him up. Yeah, the second half is fun. I think the second half is a little bit more fun, but it also drags on a lot more. So I don't know. I don't know. Switch to his sprite for the history and special. Oh yeah, you right. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I wasn't really expecting him to show up, but every single time I don't think that Sebek's gonna show up, he is. Because the only other time that I pulled for him was on the New Year's banner, and I did a 10 pull to try to get whatever the SR was. And then I got not 1, but 2 Sebeks back to back in that 10 pull. And I was like, what are you doing here? Because at that time, I didn't like Sebek at all. Like, that was super early on where the only context that I had for Sebek was how he acts in Vargas camp and how he acts in one of Silver's vignettes. And both of those instances were not a good look for Mr. Becky. So I don't, he showed up a lot and I was like, oh, his birthday, but I don't think he's gonna show up. And then he did, and now he's here. Yeah, true. I haven't had too much luck lately. I did a single pull on Edia's Overblot banner. And I got an SSR and it was Jamil. I got so excited until I saw that the coffin wasn't blue, and then I was like, who the hell? What? So knock on wood, I keep this luck for Mr. Vil when Vil shows up. Hopefully. I'm keeping it in. I'm holding on to it. It was quite funny when that happened. I was like, I either get Edia here or I get like an R card, and then it was Jamil. I was like, this was not an option that I perceived in my brain. But he's here now, so I guess I have him. You got at least 80 pulls. That's good. That's good for Vil. That's very, very good. You got OB Edia on 101. He just had to be a pain. Yeah. Yeah. You got Edia's OB in a single pull. Nice. Very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah. Vil, Azul, and Riddle are really the only Overblot cards I'm looking forward to. I kind of want to collect them all, but they require so many resources. And they're going so quickly. So fast. I really like Vil's Overblot design. I really like Riddle's alternate sprite, and I just want Azul because I like Azul. But I think Azul's card is going to be so funny Because Azul is just octopus, and then his alternate sprite, his overblot design is bedazzled octopus. Like, they're so similar. It's just so funny to me. Because everybody else's is very, like, dramatically different, but Azul's like octopus or bedazzled. It's just it. Oh, man. Oh, man. 4,495 gems would get not 200, but you're like, you're up there. Because 3,000 is 100. 6,000 is 200. So you're like in between. So you're like at maybe like 150 or something like that. Maybe, possibly. I don't know how to do math, but I know you're not at 200 because 200, I know what 200 is. I'm good enough at math to know how to do that, guys. Let me see if I have tokens. I think I have a lot of Sam tokens left over from the last time we did that. Well, we also have these. I'm gonna do some boxes real quick, and then we'll go finish setting up Sebek. I don't have time to do Sebek's vignette today because it is almost 9 o'clock, but we'll get him set up more or less. And then if we want to see his groovy art, I can speedrun the vignette, and then we could read it at a— Oh! Sam! Oh, Sam, this is Gloria. Thank you so much for the key. Wow. Thanks, Sam. Thank you. Wow. Okay, luck is popping off tonight. Good Lord. My, oh, my. Wow. Thank you, Sam. Oh, I have more boxes. Hold on. I have more time. What do you mean? What do you mean? Sam! Sam! Why? Why do? Oh, now guys, I'm concerned now. Guys, I'm very concerned. What does this mean? What do you mean, Sam? What is going on? Now I just want to do like a single pull on Riddle's banner, because like, what are the odds that I get Riddle quickly? Like, what would the odds be? What would the odds be? I'm so concerned. I'm so concerned. I really should save them. Where am I? I really should. I don't know how bad my week is gonna be. Hopefully not bad. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I should save. I'm not gonna do a 10 pull. Good Lord. I would do one singular key. Cause Sam gave me 2 keys for a reason. I could do one singular key. But I also don't really care about this riddle card that much. I don't even know what its elements are. What are you? Oh, I really don't need it. I really don't need it. I don't need it. But yeah, nah, it's fine. I really don't understand though. I think I'm gonna save the rest of my luck. I need it for Vil. I need it for Azul. I can't start going willy-nilly. I can't. I already went willy-nilly for Edia, and I got an SSR right away. I don't think I can do more than that. Okay, Sebek. Sebek, hello? The luck is really lucking here, though, guys. Here's a pick-me-up, but I'm not... Yeah, I don't get it. I am shocked. Can I get it the 3rd time? We don't know when Obi-Ville is gonna come out. We don't know. Okay. So not the 3rd time, but still. the rate is increased, but the rates are super low. Like, the rates are ridiculously low to begin with, so when they're increased, it's like, but you got a better chance. I personally don't go for chipping unless it's on a birthday. Like, I'll get them to 40, but then that's all I do. I don't need to uncap you. I can't groovy you until I do the vignette. But I don't have time. I could speed run it. I don't have time to actually read it, though. I'm gonna speed run it so I can get a couple more gems and then we can groovy him. But we're not gonna read it tonight, unfortunately. We can come back and read it another time, perhaps. Overblotville was not on the coming schedule. It was not on the what's coming, I thought. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I don't remember properly. But I thought that it wasn't listed. Was it listed? Is he here? Let me go check. I could be wrong. He could have been listed. Where is upcoming? Oh, he is! No, you guys are right. Never mind. We do know when he's showing up. Late March, so it'll be like the last week of March, the first week of April. Or like the very, very end of March. Listen! Listen, do you guys expect me to read? Do you expect me to see Vill's face here and know that that means that Vill's showing up? Guys, come on. Guys. You don't think that I'm actually smart? Come on now. Nah, my memory is just terrible. My memory is just honestly god-awful. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see what Sebek looks like. Let's see what his birthday boy looks like in his birthday boy outfit. Oh no, I forgot to put the voice lines back on. Uh-oh. Oops. We could do this one more time. Hold on. Look at him. Look at him go. With this little birthday rosette and everything. Alright. I only sparingly read the news to planned streams. That's all I do. I literally just got done telling y'all how bad my memory is. I literally just told y'all how bad it was. I think that underscores my point pretty well, all things considered. You know, I did just disclaim that, so I don't think y'all could be too upset with me. Here we go, here he is. There we are, now he'll talk to us, it'll be fine.
人間のくせに僕を喜ばせるお祝いをするとは少し見直したぞ。少しだけな。
There we go. There we are. Yeah, see, now he talks. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Him and his little basket of potatoes or lemons or whatever they are. That I'm sure we get to hear about in the vignette that I didn't read. My, oh my, oh my. What a fancy little guy. What a fancy little guy. We're not doing his vignette tonight because we have like 5 minutes left in stream. That's why we didn't do it. Otherwise, we would have done that before we groovied him. But we can do his vignette at another point in time. Oh, it could be a pear. You know what? You're right. It could be. It could be. It just, to me, it looks like a potato. But you know what? It probably makes way more sense if this is a fruit bowl, considering that there's like a lemon. A lemon and some pears and maybe like an apple. Yeah, no, that... that would make sense. That would make sense. Let's see. We can go here and we can look at it better. Yeah, that's a fruit bowl. Yeah, those are pears. Yeah, there's an orange, there's some pears, and then there's like an apple and some grapes. Yeah, no, it's a fruit bowl. It's not a potato bowl. Oh, well. But y'all see the vision, right? Y'all see the vision and the Mickey's on the potato pear. It's on the one that's closest to Sebek's little jacket. The little pear, it's in there. He is a leprechaun. He truly is. He's born on St. Patrick's Day. How could he not be? And he's got green hair. He's basically set, man. But yeah, the Mickey's there. Yeah, this is silver. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be silver on the left. You got silver and then Sebek, and he's pointing and talking all about whatever. And he's having a fantastic time. We're all having a fantastic time. We can all remember things. We all have good luck. We all appreciate Sebek a little bit, I guess. He's talking about Waka. He probably is. You know what? You're right. He's probably talking about Mal. He probably is. Waka-sama. And in Waka-sama's honor, I think we should all take a commemorative Sebek sippy. Oh man. Book 7 really helps him, because I really didn't like him before Book 7. I really didn't like rock potato pear. How about all the above? It's a rock potato pear. My. Yeah, Sebek sippy. An honorary Sebek sippy. Here, I can even ring the bell in his honor. Honorary Sebek sippy for the Blad's birthday. Sebek's birthday's the day before yours, so does that mean it's your birthday today? Happy birthday! Happy birthday! I don't want y'all knowing my exact birthday, but my birthday is in May, so it's kind of close to Silver or Apple, I think, perhaps. I think both of them are May babies. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But happy birthday! Happy birthday! My. Oh, y'all's is also in May. Oh, that's exciting. So many little springs. Oh, have I said it's closer to Silver's? When is Silver born? What is Silver's birthday? Silver! Oh, Silver! Silver, where are you? Where art thou, Silver? Oh, he's the 15th. Yeah, that's kind of close. Where Apple's the other one, right? It's just Silver and Apple, right? May 6th. Yeah, I think Silver's closer. Guys, I can't do math. Can't do math, man. I assume Silver's is closer. I don't know. My. Oh, late April. Okay. Listen, if you really wanted to know my actual birthday, oh, I forgot. Hold on. I forgot when you do the screen thing that they just keep talking. They play another voice line. Anyway, if you really wanted to know what my actual birthday is, I'm like 90% sure that I did leak it on a stream at some point. So if you want to go back through my entire library of streams and watch all of the content, you could probably find it. But I'm not gonna give y'all any more hints than that. But I think Silver's is closer. Anyway, it's delightful to be here tonight with all of y'all. It's been a grand old time. It's been a fun little time. No, you're fine. It's okay. This has been great. This event is a very interesting one, but we're gonna have to come back and reconvene when the next part is out. For sure. Sebek also blessing us with his presence. That's always a fantastic time. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, both the lucky pull and the boxes were absolutely insane. But anyway, we're gonna be back on Friday for some Stardew Valley. Basically that's just gonna be chatting and me suffering in the mines. So if you want to come in for that, you can. But Saturday we are doing our monthly community night. So if you would like to come out for that, then please do. We'll be playing some sort of games or doing some sort of something all together as a community. I will put up the poll sometime before Saturday for the activities that were requested, or at least some of them. So that'll be a fun time. Do I have a true love in Stardew? I don't think so. I mean, my first love was Elliot. I don't know who I'm gonna go after this time though. But we'll see. We'll see. First of all, we gotta get a fishing pool pond thing. We gotta get a silo. We have a lot of stuff that we need to get in Stardew before I can even start to think about marriage in any sort of way. But anyway, that'll be Friday. That'll be Friday. We will be doing a community symposium again at some point in the future. Yes, it's just the spring has been so busy for me. So it'll likely be sometime in the summer. But whenever I decide to do it, you guys will know, and I will give you enough time to make the symposium stuff. It will be happening. It's just not gonna be happening immediately. So there is that. But yeah, and then it's community night Saturday. Come on, hang out if you have time, if you want to. But until we meet again, if you are going to sleep, have a wonderful sleep. If you are going to be having a day, have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the next one. Night's blessings. Bye-bye.